This is a 5-minute tutorial on how to do indexing. The first thing you're going to do is go to familysearch.org, and then you're going to go to the indexing tab. And I'd like to first note that they have a tab called web indexing. This is going to be a new way coming out soon that you'll be able to do indexing without having to download the indexing app. The next thing you want to make sure that you do is that you've logged in using your lds.org account. To download the app, you go to Get Started and you hit Download Indexing. Once that's downloaded, there'll be the Family Search Indexing app on your phone and on your computer. Just double tap that and it will open up a home screen. On your home screen, oftentimes there'll be little pop-ups that give you little tips and hints on how to do things. We're going to get right into indexing. It's that easy. We just hit Download Batch. And it's going to give us a list of a whole bunch of different types of projects we can do. You can sort by level or by points. I always like to sort by points because it puts the easiest ones first. Level 5, or points 5 is the hardest. It's advanced, and it has all types of languages like Finnish. If we know anybody that knows Finnish, let them know they can do indexing really easily. But for the rest of us, we're going to do something simple. We're going to choose the U.S. Texas World War II Draft Report. We're going to choose this. It's a 2-point program. It's a beginning one, so it's going to be easy to do. We're going to download one batch. When you download one batch, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's only one picture you're going to be doing. Sometimes a batch will have 10 different pictures in it. And indeed, that is the case. As you can see, we have 10 different images over here. The first thing when you do is the header data, and it's going to ask for the image type. If you can see the picture and everything's legible, just choose normal. Step 1 is done. Now you can either use a table entry or a form entry. Doesn't matter which one you do, they're the same information. We're going to use form entry. Now we're going to enter in the person's name. And we're going to enter in the rest of his information. And we'll scroll down the page and get some more information. Once that's entered in, we'll scroll down. We're going to enter in some more information, which this could always be fun because this is how you start to connect the dots of how people are related to each other or how they know each other. In this case, it says Willie Williams. It doesn't say whether he's a relative or a friend. They even like to know things like employer's information. Now, sometimes there's information that's required, like the contact's relationship, but you see there's nothing left there. So you hit the control button and B, and that will make it blank. Now you see they're asking for some more information that I can't see on the picture here. So it's important that you look at your scroll screen down here to see if it moves any more. And once it does, and you can see that the rest of the information that they're asking for is here. And I'm going to fill that out now. What makes this really fun is if you try to picture this person. This is a draft report, and this is February 16th, 1942. So the war has not been going on but just a little over a year. This is not a guy that I'd want to run into war. He's a pretty big guy, 6'3". So now we're just going to enter in his registration month. And we're done. Now it's asking us if we want to add any more images to this, any more records to this image. Sometimes there'll be more names like a mother, a father, and siblings that are also included in the document. In that case, you just find out how many there are and you add them to the record and you hit OK. In this case, there is none. Now it's just going to take us to image number 2. We're going to pause there for a second. Then with all 10 images, you can use the quality checker over here, and it's going to go through and just check things. And it's going to ask you to verify the spelling, what you have is correct in there. That one's a pretty easy one to read, and it's just saying that's not a name that they commonly see. That was the only thing that was missing on ours. And the next thing we do is come over here to the Submit button and press this, and it will send it to the server. It's important to know that once you sit down, you don't need to do all 10 names at one time. You can just do one name and then come back any time later to do it. It will upload it and it will save the information for you to when you log in next time. One thing I like to do is look at how good of a job I'm doing, and so you can come over to this arbitration results and click Review Batches. And another person besides yourself will also enter the information in, and it will tell you what agreement that you have between the two. And then if there's a big discrepancy, it'll send it to arbitration, where a third person will look at it. Here's one of the first indexing that I did, and you see I had a score of 36 on there. And I was curious to what happened. And when I went in there, I saw that everything was correct on the first one, but I missed the two images, additional images completely. So it really only gave me credit for 1/3 of those. And that's indexing. And it is a wonderful way to take the 2.5 billion records that the church has on file and help push family history along. As you do this, I promise you, you will feel a spirit in your life, and you will feel the blessings. It's a wonderful blessing to reflect upon history and those that came before us.